Why does the Google Pixel 7a cost $45 less than the Google Pixel 7? You might be thinking it is not $45 less, it is $100 less. If you look at the list price for Google Pixel 7, it is $600, but that phone has been out for at least 7 months now. So Android phones tend to go on sale in general pretty much a few months after it is released. The list price for the Google Pixel 7a is $500 today, but if you go on Amazon, you can find the Google Pixel 7 at $545. So, just like most things in life, don't buy anything at full prices. Therefore, I'm basing my comparison off the prices today. So 7K is $500. So just in terms of the differences, with the Google Pixel 7a, you are getting a plastic back instead of glass. The Google Pixel 7 has a more premium material. With the Pixel 7a, you are getting a 6.1-inch display compared to the 6.3, so it is slightly smaller. You're getting 18-watt fast charging instead of 20-watt, and in addition to that, you do not get reverse wireless charging on the 7a. With the 7a, you're getting IP67 water resistant compared to IP68. So with IP68, you can stay in the water for longer than 30 minutes if that's your thing. If not, with the Pixel 7a, you can still bring it in water, but just make sure you get out before the 30-minute mark. One caveat I do want to throw out there is when I pre-ordered the Google Pixel 7a, they included free Pixel Buds A, so that's a $100 value, and I did not get anything for free when I bought my Google Pixel 7. So just some incentive there for getting the Google Pixel 7a early. So you can argue that the Google Pixel 7 actually costs $145 more if you count in the Google Buds. But just in general, even though the list price is $500 right now for the Google Pixel 7a, it does go on sale pretty often. Sometimes it drops to $450 or even $400, so just be on the lookout for that a few months after it is released. And those are pretty much the main differences between the two phones. If that's all you came for and found that information to be helpful, please like and subscribe. But if you want to stick around, I'm Todd Mobile. I make daily tech videos, and let me walk you through a day in life with the Google Pixel 7a. This is my 8th day of owning the phone. So on day 8, I woke up at 6:45 a.m. By 7:54, my phone is at 94%. I began my day by uninstalling some random bloatware on my phone. In general, the Pixel series has limited bloatware, but it does have some depending on where you buy it from. I bought mine from T-Mobile, so it does come with a T-Mobile app pre-installed. Luckily, they do let you go in and just uninstall it, so that is exactly what I did. By 8:35 a.m., phone is at 85%. I played around with the Google routines, and my goal behind it is to set up something similar to my Galaxy S23. When I had the Galaxy S23, I set up Bixby routines. So every time I get in my car, it detects that my car Bluetooth is connected. And once that action is initiated, it automatically turns off Wi-Fi, it turns on music, it turns on Google Maps, all without me touching anything. It's just me getting in the car and everything is automated. Super cool and convenient. And I find that on the Google Pixel phone, it is a little bit harder just to figure out how to begin to do the same thing. I started by searching for routines, then I create a new routine, and I realized that it needs to be activated by a certain prompt or an action, such as me leaving the house, me driving to work, but none of these really apply to me. Yeah, they make you do things such as selecting a specific time. That's not what I want. I leave my house at different time and I want it to be activated every time it's connected to my car. And once again, with the sunset, the sunrise, just none of these really applies to what exactly I'm looking for. It does give me an option to say a particular prompt, such as, okay, G, I'm leaving my house, or I'm in my car. I just find that to be a little bit annoying to have to activate it every time I walk in a car. So with the S23, I find that it is easier to use. Everything is automated by Bixby routine. It is more intuitive to set up, and I got frustrated after attempting to set it up and not knowing which options to select. Maybe I'll give it a try another time when I'm feeling more creative. Might go for something like, okay Mazda, let's go. Still annoying, but we can work on the command prompt. I still rather it be automated than me having to talk to my car every time I get in the car. So 9:47 a.m. I dropped my phone once again on the floor. This little guy has taken a beating over the last week. Luckily, it does have a plastic back so it won't shatter, but for some reason it just keeps falling off the table. I knock it off, falls off the tripod. Somehow I ended up throwing it up in the air when I was shopping, but phone still surviving just fine. And as I go throughout my day, I get random Reddit notifications, so I just jump on there, see what people are asking, complaining about. There was one person confused about the screen on time with the Galaxy S23. He's wondering why he only had about 2 to 3 hours of screen on time. That is pretty much what I was getting as well. But anytime you go on the internet, you see people bragging about getting 8 to 9 hours of screen on time. So I had to level set with the guy, let him know, hey, as long as your phone lasts you through the whole day, then it's fine. If you don't have your screen on for 8 hours a day, it's not going to have 8 hours of screen on time. So it's really much as simple as that. It all depends on how you use your phone. Your mileage is going to vary. On a work day for me, I have the phone running in the background. I'm not on the screen actively watching YouTube for 8 hours. So I'm never going to get 8 hours of screen on time. What I am more concerned about is just like the overall total battery life. As long as you're getting 10 to 15 hours, I think that's fine. That will last you pretty much the beginning of the day to the end of the day. If needed, you can charge it up. So that's how usually I gauge battery life on smartphones. And then I came across an interesting article about how Google is going to implement the dash cam feature inside of the software. If you watch my other vlogs, you would see that I always recommend using smartphone as a dash cam. And I do that every single time when I'm driving. I used to work in insurance, so I see all types of accidents, people making false claim, people claiming injuries when they get a scratch on their car. So video proves it all, my friends. There's not going to be any he said, she said. So whenever you're driving, it's a dangerous world out there. Just make sure you have everything captured and then the video speaks for itself. Seems like Google is finally copying my idea and implementing the dash cam function within the Android OS itself. I'm curious to see how that's going to be integrated. Funny enough, just me skimming through this article, it sounds like it's able to detect your car Bluetooth and activate it so you don't have to turn on that app every single time. I wish it can do the same thing for Google routines for all my other automation that I was talking about earlier. Who knows, maybe there is a way to do it. I just haven't figured out yet and just need to do some more digging. Of course, you can always buy a $100 dash cam. I had some of those in the past when my car actually got broken into because I live in the city. Well, even if you don't live in the city, you drive in the city, you park there, you leave an expensive device that's visible in your car, people might go by and smash your window. That's what happened to me. So I generally prefer the smartphone route where I can just put it on when I'm using it. When I'm done, I take it with me. So that's why I use my smartphone as the dash cam. And I have 2 phones with me, so one is my main phone, the other is a dash cam, so it'll kill my battery just recording dash cam footages every time I drive. Nowadays, I just use a dash cam app. It is more convenient. They shoot in smaller files. It can auto-delete after a certain period of time compared to just using a standard camera. As a dash cam, there are some downside to that. If you're recording with your regular camera, you cannot play Bluetooth music at the same time in some cases. And just a regular camera takes more processing power. They record in larger file. It may overheat. And in addition to that, since you're mounting your phone on your dashboard, your windshield is basically a giant magnifying glass. The sun is beaming through that, heating up your phone even more. There was a few times when my phone actually turned off due to overheating. That's probably my fault because I have the dashcam app on and I had a hotspot running for my Galaxy S20. So definitely making it work overtime there. Let me just flash forward to the end of the day. There was a lot going on today. And if I discuss every single detail, it will be a 20 to 30 minute video. So by 5:24 p.m., my phone is at 14%. And just about 11 hours of battery life today. Camera taking up 11% of the battery. When I wake up in the morning, I make videos like these using my Google Pixel 7a. So typically recording 10 to 15 minutes clip, and I use my dashcam app as I'm driving around. Snapchat is running for an hour. I use Google Recording app during my work just to take notes during meetings. Everything is transcribed. I can go back and search it later if I need to do that. Overall, I got 3 hours of screen on time today. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a work day for me, so I find that to be pretty solid. I'm not on my phone for 8 hours, so we never have 8 hours of screen on time. And this wraps up day 8. Remember to like and subscribe, and let me know if you think the Pixel 7a is a better value than the Pixel 7 or not. If you're curious and I would recommend the Google Pixel 7a, please check out this video.